Well, another thing where the energy was wild was Ken. I want to go to your big WrestleMania 23 moment. That energy was on another level when you're standing up there holding the briefcase, knowing that you were going to win that match. Was there an extra oomph on the Kennedy announcement hitting out there?
Uh, no, I don't think so. Like I honestly, I feel like at the time I was just like so confident and th there was never like an extra anything. It was like I feel like at the time I was just getting that same performance every time that I go out there. I think David said something earlier about like, just wrestling, treating every match like it's WrestleMania. Like if you do that, then when those moments occur, it's just like I've been here before. It feels like you've been there before.
Yeah.
I remember looking out of the curtain during the day. I was standing up on the stage. We're at Ford Field and like, wow, this is crazy big. And then when I walked out, it just looked like a really full, like 16,000, 18,000 seat arena. Like it didn't look like there was 80,000 people there. And then wrestled, and I went back, went up to there was like a luxury box, a row of luxury boxes that they had for family members
Mhm.
and the workers to go up. And I went up there, and it was then that I looked down and saw like this giant sea of people and the tiny little ring in the middle of it all. And I was like, oh my God. Then it was like then that it dawned on me what I'd just done.
Did you get kind of like sort of like a tunnel vision where you don't see anything but like what's in front of you? Like,
Yeah, it was weird. It- More so in that match, just because there actually were so many people there. And it was kind of a strange match. Like I can't stand watching it back because it's just like so much stuff that doesn't make any sense. Like it's just one, oh fuck, why did I do that? Oh God, that looks terrible. Like after another, after another, after another. But usually you're listening to the crowd and you're listening to the people, and in a situation like that, you're just literally you have to paint by numbers because you got eight people that all have to do these dangerous stunts in rapid succession. So not as much of a listening and enjoying and taking it in. Although there was one moment I rolled Hornswoggle off the ladder. Hornswoggle and I had a moment, and I ended up picking him up. I was up on the ladder. I picked him up and I gave him the Finley roll off the ladder, and he kind of rolled. He took it and rolled away from me and rolled out under the rope in the corner. And then I had to go. I think Finley came and beat me up for a little while. We had a little spot, and then I was finally able to. I took a bump, and I was near him, and I was like, "Hey, man, you okay?" He was like, "Yeah, man, you okay?" And it was just like just this moment. We're in front of 83,000 people. This is my buddy. We kind of broke in around the same time. He credits me with like sort of training him, I guess. 'Cause, I would help him out. We would be on the same indie shows and I'd sort of help him out. But we just had this like moment in front of all these people live around the world, biggest stage in wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, that I mean
that's
that is an insane spot. I've heard that that was his idea too. I've heard him say that he wanted to take that off the ladder.
It was. Yeah. They wanted me to give him like a power bomb or something like that off the ladder. And he was like, "Hey, you think you can do your deal off there? We can try." And yeah, we figured out a way to make it make sense to some degree.
Yeah. Do you have any memories of that one spot that happens in the match that ends with Edge getting stretchered out with Jeff Hardy? I don't know if I know you said you don't like watching it back, so I don't know if you've seen it anytime soon that match, but I always wondered what was up with that spot because clearly like one of the biggest spots of the match, and like I said, yeah, it ends with Edge kind of being a non-factor.
Yeah. That's one of the things that it drives me crazy about the match is like doesn't Jeff pulls out this tallest ladder out of any ladder. He literally could have done both. He could have grabbed the fucking title or grabbed the briefcase
Yes.
and taken like it's stuff like that. David talked about this earlier about having those matches where you're able to, the casket match, right? They give you this task, like have a casket match. And to a promoter, that's just like, I don't know, it sounds like it would be a cool match. Do this. And for a wrestler, especially like if you're trying to tell a story, it's like, okay, how do I make this work? How do I make sense of this
Mhm.
and tell it so that it's believable, that people will get behind it? Um, yeah. So that's one of the parts of that match that's sort of like crazy to me is like, why didn't Jeff just grab the briefcase and then do the thing?
Rewind, recap, relive. Woo! That's what the world is watching.